It's a bit like an alarm clock. You can keep switching the alarm clock off, but eventually, if you don't get out of bed and go to wherever you're meant to be going to, it will be too late.
His hope now that world leaders won't hit snooze. The report from the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change warns the Earth will hit its tipping point earlier than expected, warming 1.5 degrees Celsius over pre-industrial levels within just 20 years. That's the temperature cap nations set when they signed the Paris Agreement 6 years ago.
This is probably the last report that will be written before we go through and beyond 1.5 degrees C, unless we act now. And that's quite a stark warning.
Look at this.
Leaning on thousands of scientific papers, the report outlines the consequences if warming continues. By 2050, the Arctic could be ice-free during the summer. There will be more heat waves and droughts. Sea levels will continue to rise, meaning coastal floods seen every 100 years could happen every year. And to erase all doubt, it unflinchingly states humans are to blame. To back that up, a simulated comparison between the world's average surface temperature with human factors and without. The UN Secretary General called the report a code red for humanity, saying the alarm bells are deafening and the evidence is irrefutable. Greenhouse gas emissions from fossil fuel burning and deforestation are choking our planet and putting billions of people at immediate risk. In every scenario the report presented, warming gets worse, but there's still time to limit the damage.
If collectively we're able to reduce emissions quickly enough and get to net zero by the middle of this century, we can limit warming to 1.5 degrees or somewhere not too far above that.
Activists point out that will take real political will, and it'll be tested soon. In a few months, Glasgow will host a major UN climate conference, and world leaders will be under pressure to come up with a plan. Jayla Bernstein, CBC News, Toronto.